Tonight is the night. Before this evening is over, one of these two teams will hoist the PLW Championship Cup. The Ones came out of the gate strong last evening, capturing Game 1, but the Vaderz immediately answered back, winning definitively in Games 2 and 3. The series now stands at 2-1 in their favor, and they'll be looking to end tonight's festivities early. The Ones, of course, have other plans. Another quick strike tonight will force a fifth and final game to determine this season's champion. Will the Vaderz become the fourth different club to win it all? Or will the Ones come from behind to take their second PLW title? Find out next. Good evening and welcome to Hideaway Field in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. You're watching Premier League WIFFLE, the conclusion of the PLW Championship Series, set to get underway just minutes from now. The Vaderz wearing their classic Galaxy throwbacks. The Ones are in their white pinstripes. My name's Greg Kelly. It's my pleasure to welcome into the booth my good friend and expert analyst, Trench Bacone. Trench, the Ones took Game 1 yesterday. They held the lead early in Game number 2. That didn't last for long. The Vaderz came right back. They won definitively in Games number 2 and 3. They're looking to finish the job here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the Ones, they did come out kind of scrappy. Game 1 kind of shocked the Vaderz just a little bit. Games 2 and 3, the Vaderz showed as they have one of the most powerful lineups in the league. I expect, unfortunately, that's going to continue in Game 1. It might be a short night for the Ones tonight.
Trench, I want to talk a little bit about Gio Battistoni. He had 4 home runs on the night last night. He hits in the 5-hole on this team, batting .348. Obviously, that's just a little bit indicative of how much power is in this lineup. When we think of powerhouse lineups in the PLW, we think of Tanik, Tavano, Hicks, Gannon. Is this quartet of Ibarra, Eater, Roundy, Battistoni equally, if not more intimidating?
I believe so, just a tiny, tiny bit. Listen, I think a lot of these pitchers understand that when you see those 4 guys, absolutely not an easy out, not to say that the Sand Vipers in any shape or form are, but they're just more powerful as hitters. They spray it all over the place. It goes over the fence every single time. And with the emergence of Gio this season, it's really that fourth person that is just the power hitter.
The Ones were certainly underdogs going into last night's Game number 1. They did come out on top, showing that they can get it done when their backs are up against the wall, getting production out of their depth players. But we're really going to need to see one player in particular really put the team on his back tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Schmitty tonight. Last night it was AK. We know what AK could do, but Schmitty kind of popped out of nowhere, hit a couple home runs, kind of got hit up a little bit on the mound, but that's why I think tonight, as he goes Game 1, or what is it, Game 4?
Game 4.
Game 4 on the mound, he's got to really step up as the wind is wreaking havoc out here. And as you know, we just mentioned about the Vaderz having that powerful lineup. Semi-long fly balls are going to go over the fence tonight.
We see the return of Austin Bird Bull to the lineup tonight, having a bit of a quiet season. He'll be hitting in the cleanup spot, possibly doing some pitching as well tonight. He'll need to have a resurgence, kind of an off year, batting .226 on this season.
Yeah, I think it was batting well over 300 with a lot of pop last year. But the one good thing about Austin Bird Bull is, even though he had a down year, you could have an up series. So I expect him to come out here, try to give the Ones a little bit of energy. And if they take this game, GK, anything could happen.
Yep. We are a best-of-5 series. Vaderz currently lead 2-1. If the Ones are able to take Game 1, we will force a fifth definitive game. Starting pitchers for Game number 1 are Cody Schmidt for the Ones, Billy Santiwan for the Vaderz. Wiffle Ball points bettors. Use that information as you will.
Yeah.
It is Roundy. We have a change. It is. It is, in fact, Tanner Roundy. Excuse me. PLW Nation, Tanner Roundy. And let's go ahead and get the bets open downstairs, guys. Make sure. All right, I'll open it right here, fellas, if you haven't got it open yet. Trench, why don't you go ahead and take that opening lineup while I get the bets open?
Yeah, coming out is going to be Billy Santiwan, a singles master, has put up a lot of power of late. Ethan Ibarra, I mentioned yesterday, just an all-around balanced player, probably the most balanced in the league. Kyle Etter, vying for that Rookie of the Year earlier, plays second. He's all about home runs. Tanner Roundy, he's on the bump tonight, and I really like this move. I feel like the Ones really had trouble hitting him early. He's going to be in that 4-hole. Gio Battistoni, the southpaw, going to be hitting in that 5 hole. And then Kenny Santiwan playing second base in the 6. Substitutes Jason Walker, Sasai Alacon, and Dave Cabrera is going to be down there. I heard that if the Vaderz are up big, that Cuba Dave himself might go out there and grab a wiffle ball bat or play a little bit of defense. And I know that PLW Nation wants to see that.
All right, wiffle ball bets are open. A lot of money pouring in on the Vaderz. It's going to be a pick 'em. We'll let the market determine the price on that. Cody Schmidt's going to start for the ones. Billy Santiwan will lead off for the Vaderz. Gentlemen, let's play ball.
Yeah, watch out for Spencer Barrick and Scottez Dobbins in left field. There's going to be a lot of action hit to those guys in the outfield. Let's see how they play defense. Here we go, GK. This one's going to be good.
First pitch is dead center field. Spencer Barrick gets up. It hung up in the air. He's not able to bring it in, so it's a long single for Santiwan.
Yeah, and as good as Spencer is with the wind blowing out, if he's just playing the fence right there, he catches that like mid-chest. You got to play back when the wind's blowing out. Here's Ethan Ibarra.
Yeah, we got to talk to our viewers at home. The wind is blowing out about 20 miles per hour tonight. It was light last night. It is anything but light tonight. A significant wind blowing out of the field. 56 miles per hour for a ball.
I want to thank all our regular viewers coming in. We see them about 5-6 minutes before we even throw that first pitch. Thanks for showing up, being a PLW fan.
I see Sean Alon. I see Hito.
Yeah.
I see, wow, that was cool. I see Stone Anteater, DL Duke.
Hito, who's that?
Hito's always the first one. As Ibarra draws an early walk on Cody Schmidt. Runners on first and second, nobody out.
Yeah, Schmidt's got to be careful here. They don't have a deep pitching staff tonight, so he's got to remain in the game.
I see 3 pitchers available in one's uniforms tonight. I've never really seen Apple pitch, but it's going to be Schmidt, it's going to be AK and Bird. Down into the turf. This is not looking good for the ones.
This could be 2-0 real quick if Schmidt throws one over the pan.
Could be 3-0.
Or 3-0.
Not easy to throw into this wind. Just 20 miles an hour right in the pitcher's face. Motions over to AK that the ball's dancing on him. In there, 50 miles per hour. Gets a swing out in front of it from Kyle Letter. And it's a full count.
This is a big pitch for Schmidt right here.
Swing and a miss from Kyle Letter, the first out of the inning.
Wow. Unbelievable. Cody Schmidt gets Eder with kind of 2 lollipops a little bit, but they do dive. Big out, number 1 for the ones.
Trench, word coming in from our producers that because he didn't qualify, should the Vaderz get a big lead, Dave Cabrera is not actually eligible to hit.
He could play defense.
He could play defense, but he couldn't pitch or hit. Tanner Roundy's going to shoot this one right to AK at shortstop. He'll catch it for the second out.
Yeah, he did say that he was going to play defense.
Will he really play defense?
Yeah, I was going to say that. It's basically him just standing
right,
there.
He could stand in a position.
Sparent, we see you over there. Beaver Inspector, hello.
See Sal's. Evan Shields. Sparent 14. Gio's going to look at that, nod his head. Good 12-6 into the pan. He'll fall behind 0-2.
If the ones could get out of this inning, no damage done. You know, the same problems that the ones have with the wind, are the Vaderz.
It's blowing for both teams. Battistoni is going to get a dreaded dribbler back. Cody Schmidt will have plenty of time. He'll pick it up, throw it into the backstop, and they do indeed get out of the inning unscathed. The Vaderz will strand 2-0-0.
Yeah, I don't know if our viewers know how big of outs that was in the first inning, as Tanner Roundy, who has been dealing his last few starts and his last few pitching appearances, but he's always had trouble staying in the game with walks. Could the wind wreak havoc on his pitches? We're going to wait and see, but of course they could go straight to Billy if he does walk out.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the lineup for the ones who will come to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. Leading off and playing shortstop will be Adam Couts. Tyler Applesolar move up into the 2 spot and play second base. Scottez Dobbins featured in that graphic will play left field. Austin Bird Bull making his return to the lineup will play third base and bat cleanup. Cody Schmidt, the starting pitcher in the 5-hole, and rounding out the 6-man lineup is Spencer Barrick. And he'll play center field, right field. He'll run all over the outfield as he's needed to do. No substitutes on the bench for the ones tonight, Trent.
Yeah, I mean, if something happened, they got nobody to go to. And like we said earlier, it is important for the starters, for the ones, Cody Schmidt, to stay in this game.
I'm seeing 661,000 wiffle ball points on the Vaderz, 184,000 on the ones. I'm going to keep my finger on this close predictions button, Trench, because if AK hits one over the wall here, you're going to see a lot of money flooding in on the ones. Nobody's going to be able to turn down a 3-1 odds as Tanner Roundy throws 2 balls in a row. That screwball is not going to bite nearly as much with a 20-mile-per-hour wind in his face. And AK is going to put it high up into the air, and it is over the container. He'll lead off the game with a solo shot. The ones are up 1-0.
He is so good, man, as Spencer Barrick brings out the chain. They're rattling that. Good piece by AK, and just like last night, they're striking first. Let's see if they could have a big inning.
I am keeping my finger hovered over the end submissions button right now, Trench. We're going to see what happens with Tyler Applesolar in this at-bat.
Remember, he had a home run last night. Difficult out, as you're going to have to throw strikes to him.
Screwball's going to miss way outside.
He's all over the place.
Really having trouble finding control. He took a lot off that pitch that AK hit over the container. Misses with the slider, 3-1 to Apple. This wind is proving already to be a huge equalizer in this contest. It gets it in there, 46, a complete get-me-over pitch.
Oh, man. There was a lot of movement on that, though, GK.
It's a weird thing with the wiffle ball. Sometimes when you slow down, it moves more. Depends on which pitch you're throwing, of course. And he will walk Applesolar. Don't look now. The ones are up 1-0. They've got a runner on first base, and there's nobody out. I'm going to end the submissions on these wiffle ball points in 30 seconds. If you want to make a bet, get it done in the next half minute. Tanner Roundy will hit center pan 55 miles per hour to jump ahead of Scottez Dobbins.
And that's what he needs to do. He needs to get up in the count so he can really work that screwball around the strike zone. And he's been featuring this pitch quite a bit, coming to his left side. Misses high right there.
Screwball. He'll split the 5-6 hole. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. These submissions are closed. It's going to end with the Vaderz getting 73% of the wiffle ball points bet on this contest. 672,000 to 244,000. Nearly another $1 million handle. As Austin Bird Bull steps up.
It's 2 quick balls by Tanner Roundy, and he does not want to leave the bases loaded for Billy Santiwan with no outs here in the bottom of the first.
3-1.
Great eye by Bird right there. And let's see if Bird could be patient if he does catch Roundy throwing that get-me-over slide piece. Watch out for a knock dead up the middle.
And it is ball 4. Bird will go to first. The bases are loaded. There is nobody out. And Tanner Roundy has walked out of this game early.
Oh, my GK. Nobody could have expected this so far. A short-handed one squad coming out here. Well, I mean, not short-handed. They're fielding 6 out there, but a undermanned, talent-wise squad. And they got the bases loaded, no outs, walked out Tanner already. They're going to Billy, and it's not like they have the deepest pitching staff either tonight.
This is really what makes wiffle ball so much fun to watch. There's this type of variance. The wind, the weather plays such a part in this game. And if you looked at it on paper tonight, you'd think that the ones had no chance. That is not the case. They are in great shape right here in the bottom of the first. Nobody out, bases loaded, already a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and Schmitty, really good hitter. You could see that the last few series coming alive. I think he likes the way Billy pitches. I don't know if Tyler knows if he's able to tag up right here, as there's really no coach.
He's not on the line. He should be. So I think you're right, Trench. I don't think he has any idea.
He has no idea.
He's just chatting with the umpire. Oh, the umpire just let him know. Schmitty's going to swing underneath that knuckleball from Billy Santiwan. It would have tinked top pipe either way. 1-2.
The ones have to leave this inning with 3 or 4 runs.
When Billy gets ahead, he throws something. I'm not sure if it's a knuckle screw. Is there even such a thing as a knuckle screw?
3-2 GK full count. I know, he's been really featuring that quite a bit.
Schmitty will let it go.
And
they'll walk in a run.
Look,
it's 2-0.
Applezoller, is his head in this game at all? That is such an enormous walk, GK. No outs, 2-0 ones, and Billy has an early walk. The only people left to pitch, of course, they have Ibarras and Edders, but Jay Walker's probably going to be ready.
Spencer Barrick's going to put this one into the outfield. Scott Tess Dobbins is not going. He just bluffed. He stopped before the commit line. Was seeing if he could force an errant throw out of the Vaderz, but they hold on to it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's a long throw, but that immediate cutoff, Dobbins is barely past that. What line do you call that?
The commit line.
Commit line.
Yeah, once a runner on third base crosses that line, they have committed. Even if they stand there, somebody would just throw it into the backstop, they'd be out.
Adam Couts, AK-47 up to bat, coming from the left side against Billy Santiwan right here with 1 out here in the first.
He's going to look at ball 1 into the turf.
This is a dangerous area for Billy right now, as he can't throw cookies to Couts, but he also can't get behind in the count, and that was a great pitch. Oh, man.
A very good pitch from Santiwan gets AK to swing over the top of it for the second out.
Really needed to get
Excuse me, the
ball.
first out.
That's the he caught
You're
a fly
right.
out, right?
Spencer Barrick had a fly ball, so the second out of the inning.
Yeah, if you're a ones fan, you're hoping that something could come through right here, get a couple more.
Swing and a miss from Apple. Oh, my goodness. Are they going to leave the bases loaded?
Oh, man.
Just outside.
2-2. You're probably going to see a get-me-over pitch. See what Tyler could do right here.
He's going to foul it back into the strike zone. And he's going to swing and miss a strikeout. The ones will leave the bases loaded, but they did get 2, Trench.
Yeah, I mean, but the story's going to be bases loaded.
Nobody out.
Nobody out. They do get 1 off a walk. No big deal, really, but no hard hits, no nothing going on with the bases juice. You were hoping to get 4 or 5 out of that inning to put a little pressure on the Vaderz, and the Vaderz are going to come up and do what they do.
The Vaderz do have 1 walk against Billy Santiwan now, and Tanner Roundy is out of this game. This could get interesting.
Already is interesting.
Cody Schmidt's going to return to the mound for the top of the second, and the top of the second is brought to you by Leilani Acuna, the official realtor of PLW. Whether you're buying or selling a home, you now have a realtor trusted by PLW players and family. You can connect with Leilani on Instagram at Leilani Acuna. She's also on that banner in center field.
Who ran through it?
David Hartley Jr. ran right through the Leilani banner, but he helped to repair it moments after he got up.
Here we go. Kenny Santiwan up to bat. Top of the second.
Dribbler back to Schmitty. He'll one-hand it and throw it easily into the backstop for out number 1.
The ones would love to go 1, 2, 3 here. Get back up knowing that Billy already has 1 walk.
Bring up top of the order, Billy Santiwan. Base hit to lead off this game. Look at a 12-6 curveball down into the turf. 1-1. A dribbler. Austin Bird-Bull will charge it, one-hand it, throw it into the backstop for the second out.
That was the most exercise Bird has probably done in the last 6 months. He's lucky he didn't tear something right there.
Oh, is he okay? Appears to be all right. 2 outs on just a few pitches. I'll bring up Ethan Ibarra. Walked in his first at-bat. Tink, outside pipe. Swing and a miss anyhow. 1-2 to Ibarra. As the wind picks up here, there's been a few moments where there's been lulls in the wind. And then a hot cocoa can blows out of the one's dugout.
One of many coming out of that dugout.
Shot up the middle. AK unable to get to it. Spencer Barrett trying to stop it from becoming a double. It is not. We have a fourth umpire. Trevor Bauer out there in the outfield spotting that perfectly.
I love it to make sure, you know, if it's clean doubles, dirty doubles, whatnot. Good play by Barrick. He tried to get and stop that. He's always sliding all over the place. Meg Patterson, how are you? 357 viewers locking in tonight as that is
Edder's going to put it up. Scottez Dobbins get underneath it at the Cheers Beauty sign and retires Edder and the side.
GK, this is very, very interesting as the Vaderz not doing too much the first 2 innings. The ones right now have all the momentum. Walked out Tanner, have a walk on Billy. And after you're done with Billy, if you could walk him out, you're probably going to see Jason Walker, and I know the ones really like facing him.
As we move into the bottom of the second inning, just a reminder, this is game number 4 of a best-of-5 series of Vaderz who currently lead 2-1.
There's the Storm glider in the Twitch chat. Make sure if you're over on TikTok right now, get on over to Twitch. You're going to see multiple camera angles hanging out with us in the booth. You get to hang in the Twitch chat as well. And if there is another game, you're going to be able to bet more wiffle ball points to redeem things like, I saw a hoodie was redeemed just earlier. And we've said before, what a great temperature to redeem a hoodie.
Yeah.
Right when it gets to 105, 110, you want to get your hoodies in.
Well, especially here in Las Vegas, because right around the time it gets 108 outside, they start cranking the air conditioners down even lower inside. So you just throw it over your shoulder. It gets nice and toasty in the sun.
Okay.
And then when you get inside that cold, frigid air conditioning, you throw your hoodie on.
Smart man right there.
Knuckleball inside to Scottez Dobbins for ball 1.
And looks like Lohman doubled up.
Knuckleball into the pan, 49. 1-2 to Dobbins.
And look at Leo. J-Dub got his hoodie today.
Ball outside, 2-2. Swing and a miss from Dobbins. He'll strike out for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that was a nasty pitch by Billy right there. Kind of died on Dobbins. Hit the bottom of the pan as Austin Bird Bull up. Medical staff took a look at his hamstring after he made a play on third. They said he is ready to go.
Bird showing good discipline in his first plate appearance tonight, drawing a walk off of Tanner Roundy. That did indeed walk him out of the game. He's going to reach out in front of this one, dribble it back to Santiwan, throw it easily into the backstop for the second out. I'll bring up Cody Schmidt.
Billy just remains calm. I think that's one thing that sets him a little bit higher than some of the other PLW pitchers is he never feels like he's in trouble.
Yep. Billy, always very level-headed and calm out there, known to calm his nerves with a few hot cocos before and during the game. Cody Schmidt will pop this into center field. Kyle Edder is going to call off Tanner Roundy.
Oh, no.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
it's
touched
a dead
the ground,
ball.
right?
Yeah. Kyle Edder's going to cut off Tanner Roundy, and he's going to drop it.
You know, as routine as that should be, when you're going about half to three-quarter speed and a lot of movement on that ball, especially the spin and the wind, those are the things that could happen.
So Cody Schmidt reaches first base on an error by Kyle Edder. We'll bring up Spencer Barrick. popped one into center field his last at-bat. He's going to pop another one into center field this at-bat. And it'll be the third and final out of the inning. One's trying to threaten there, but Barrick pops out for the third and final out, Trench. 2-0 ones. Got a little something going in the first inning with a few walks, as our lead umpire just can't stand to not be part of the broadcast.
I know. It's not so much about what the ones are doing on offense. It's more what the Vaderz aren't doing on offense. We know that the ones aren't going to score 8 or 9 runs this game, maybe 4 or 5 max. It is the defense, it's the pitching that's going to have to keep the Vaderz down to get a Game 5 going.
I love this new camera angle. We can see what's going on in the home dugout. That used to be a blind spot as Skycam 1 sits right above the home dugout. And we got RoboCam 1 looking at it. You know who can't see RoboCam 1 is everybody who's watching on TikTok, because they're watching it on my cell phone that is right in front of us. And it's an okay shot. It's a decent cell phone, but if you want to see multiple camera angles, hear live commentary, bet, redeem WIFFLE points, and be part of one of the best communities on Twitch, just follow that link right on the field, twitch.tv/Premier WIFFLE, and we'll see you when you get here. Tanner Roundy is going to swing at the first pitch and put it into the container off the bounce for a leadoff double.
And I don't know if you saw the hops at a bird right there. It was at least 4 centimeters.
Mm-hmm. And he's got his sneakers on today. He's not wearing his dress shoes. It's good to see he came prepared, actually wearing athletic shoes of some type. Gio Battistoni 4 home runs in last night's event. He grounded out his last at-bat. He's going to pop out to Cody Schmidt here for the first out of the third. It'll bring up Kenny Santiwan with 1 away and a man in scoring position.
There's Raver Bello as well coming in. I want to thank you for all the kind things that you say.
Look, we got a new command in the Twitch chat now, Trench.
What is it?
It's !petition, and it's going to put up a link to a petition that Dukart 1977 started for us. And PLW community is out there reaching out, trying to get us some exposure and on mainstream television. 12-6 to Santi, 152 miles per hour. He'll get caught looking for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, got iced right there, reverse K. Good stuff coming out of Schmitty as he's going to have to face Billy Santiwan right now, who's got a great eye as we're approaching 400 viewers here on Twitch.
We'll go high and inside. Billy Santiwan will hold off 1-1. Goes low with the 12-6. Santiwan will foul that one back in the pan, 2-2.
Look at that, Jessica coming in saying, we've all leveled up since I last joined during the holidays. I love that. Somebody
Love to hear it.
last year was tuning in and they could see the production value has increased.
Popped into center field, Spencer Barrick runs and gets after it and brings it in for the third and final out. And once again, the Vaderz are held scoreless. We'll move into the bottom of the third. The ones will look to tack on into their 2-0 lead, Trench.
What is going on? 2-0 ones, bottom of the third. I'm telling you, they got to score 4 or 5 at least, I believe, in this game. The Vaderz at any moment could wake up and pop off 5 or 6 of their own. So you gotta expect the ones to start hitting the ball right here.
Right now, everybody with a magenta 2 next to their name is feeling pretty good about their bet, or is it the other way around? Yeah, the magenta 2 is the ones. They're getting almost 3-1 on their money. 2-1, 73 to 27%, 2-1 on their wiffle ball points. Currently, their team is ahead by 2.
There's Buck Benna in the chat. Love having him around. He was having a good time. Apparently, he could have won a little bit of money. There was a home run ball that went to him on the container.
He dropped it.
And he dropped it live on air in front of our 27,000 followers.
Buck.
I don't know what to say, really. I mean, that's not going to be a play his wife's going to put on the news for sure.
Yeah. Don't be like Buck.
0-2 count to Adam Couts.
Way outside, 1-2. shoot this back where it came from. Santiwan will bat it down, pick it up, throw it in for the first out of the inning.
Kind of shot his arm out there a little later than I thought it was going to be. And AK thought that he might have had a single right there as Tyler Applezoller up to bat.
Swing and foul. The first pitch back behind the backstop, 0-2. Oh, wow.
So he's throwing a curve knuckle now, this guy?
Apple got his arms out of the way on what he thought was a pitch way inside, and it dances back inside, hits top inside corner to get him looking.
Remember, if you're just tuning in, you're watching Billy Santiwan, the spring season 2022 Cy Young Award winner. 14-1 on the season, 7 saves. This guy is just a win master, full of confidence. He's facing Scottez Dobbins of the ones right now, going down 0-2.
Underneath the strike zone for ball one. Outside, Dobbins 1-2. Checked his swing at the last moment, 2-2.
And Billy is out of the game, GK. They're going to go straight to Ethan Ibarra, and I love this matchup right now for the ones because nothing too ridiculous coming out of Ibarra. I know he's been featuring a screwball a lot, but he's never pitched in prime time situation like this. Down 2, his aces are out. We're going to see a great matchup right here as I see Miss Caro, PLW Hottie, coming in on the Twitch chat right now. Love seeing her showing face, making waves here.
Yeah, it looks like we had our count slightly wrong. That was a 3-2 pitch. Dobbins walks to first, walks Billy Santiwan out of the game. Ethan Ibarra is going to come in relief. He's going to feature a screwball. That's really his go-to pitch to throw for a strike. Watching him here in warm-ups, he's thrown nothing but screwballs. It's on about his 7th pitch. Maybe a few extra warm-up pitches for Ethan. Nobody's going to complain about it, I guess.
You got to be careful throwing the same pitch over and over. I mean, obviously, Billy, his knuckleball it just dances all over the place, so it's very difficult to hit. But these ones hitters, they've seen screwballs. They know what to do with it. Expect big things out of the ones right here.
Here we go. Ethan Ibarra in, relieving Billy Santiwan after he walked out. Santiwan, of course, relieved Roundy after he walked out. Austin Bird Bull at the plate, and he'll look at that screwball, but it's inside for ball one.
I can't believe he laid off that one.
Good screwball, cuts back in, hits the pan 49, 1-2 to Bull. He's gonna swing at a very, very inside pitch, and it's gonna flare out to Kenny Santiwan at second base. And the rally is over. Unable to tack any on. We remain a 2-0 score as we move to the top of the 4th.
Patricus in the chat says a lot of upper thigh on the container tonight. Everybody in their above the knee shorts and skirts over there.
You know you're officially old when you just don't understand how somebody could be wearing something that you wore when you were in high school. How could that be in style again?
I don't know, man.
I'm officially old.
Top of the 4th.
Is it 1988?
How old were you in 1988?
I was 11.
I was 10.
Yeah. Yes, we are that old, PLW Nation. As we move to the top of the 4th, Ethan Ibarra is going to step in. His team trails 2-0 here in game number 4 of the championship series. First pitch is swung on. AK is going to knock it down with his chest, pick it up, and cast it into the backstop for the first out. Ones really, really need to steal this game.
Sansone was 2.
Yeah, it looks like that camera's unusable now. We're going to have to get Skycam looking back at the batter as Kyle Etter's going to smash that down the third baseline. Bird not able to get down and stop it, but Scottez Dobbins is able to keep it from hitting the container.
Just got word out of California that there was a little shake earthquake, 0.2 on the constrictor scale. Or what is that?
The Richter scale.
That's what I said. Bird moving plate tectonics when he gets on the ground.
It's going to be popped high. This is not an easy ball to play, but Spencer Barrick will gather it in.
Yeah, good play by Spencer Barrick. Very cycloptic out there with his sunglasses. Is that a word?
Sure. Cycloptic? I doubt it, but we'll call it a word.
Gio up to bat right now.
Look at ball one outside. Gio batting .348 in the regular season. Pretty entrenched in that 5-hole. Very powerful hitter for that part of the order. And Drew Billy Santillan just likes to spread it out a little bit. He always leads off. He's got the very powerful Ethan Ibarra in the 2 and 3 hole. 10 around. He drops off a little bit there, but he's very scrappy, goes opposite way a lot, and then the very powerful pull hitter Gio Battistoni will come up in the 5-hole doing things just like that. Shoots it right back up the middle. Spencer Barrick doing a good job for the ones out there saving doubles.
That was so huge. Let me tell you why, GK. Kenny Santillan up to bat right now, and he hasn't put together that great of a series so far. So Spencer Barrick going all out right there. I mean, there's no doubt he won like the banana slide when he was younger in like 3rd or 4th grade.
It looks like that ball did actually get past him and touch the wall, but it's a dirty double. So Kyle Etter will not score from first. He'll hold at 3rd. So runners on 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs for Kenny Santillan. .12-6 down into the dirt. And Schmitty falls behind 3-1 to
Mitch,
Kenny.
17C redeemed a hoodie. All these people must cashing in on all their Twitch points.
It's going to be dead center field. Nobody even moved in the outfield. That hits the wall. A triple for Santillan. Will score 2, and we've got a tie ball game.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that they played him so... I would have played him a little bit more pull right there, like maybe mid-container and then Tarantino's. I'm surprised Spencer was all the way onto the right side, but now evens up the game 2-2.
And Billy Santillan's going to put this one up into the air, but Scottez Dobbins tracking over from 103 to 93 will pull it in for the 3rd and final out, but not before a 2-run triple from Kenny Santillan has leveled this game.
Listen, who would have thought that by the time the 4th inning would come around, none of the Vaderz really exploded, but Kenny Santillan with a big-time triple to clear the bases to even it up 2-2 here in game number 4. The ones scratching and clawing the best they can to try to even this one out 2-2 and go into a final game here to end the playoffs.
Yeah, everybody who was hanging on, hoping that the ones could just keep this game scoreless, had to feel like it was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Until the Vaderz got something on the board.
Yeah, but like I said, did you think it was going to be Kenny Santillan out of all people?
No, and it has come out of some surprising places so far in this championship series. Ethan Ibarra will return to the mound for the Vaderz. Cody Schmidt will lead off for the ones. Hammer 2K10 pointing out only 1 home run so far, even with this wind. Had a lot of pop flies that haven't gotten out. They just had a lot of backspin on them. Cody Schmidt's going to look at a ball 60 miles per hour into the pan.
I think what happens is when the wind is blowing out, sometimes the batters try a little too hard. You just got to let the wind do the work.
Slider will miss down and away. 2-1 to Schmidt.
The wind's kind of swirling around. It's going out. It's coming in. It's got a little whirlwind effect.
Screwball misses 3-1 to Schmidt.
This is a big pitch right here.
You might see Kyle Etter pitching pretty soon. Screwball outside will walk Cody Schmidt. And that'll bring up Spencer Barrick with nobody out and a runner on.
Everybody on their toes for this one. That's 5 straight pitches.
Ball 5. Ball 5.
Yeah, I just saw that. Where did that come from?
I think it's from, I want to say it's Texas A&M. Swing and a miss from Spencer Barrick, 1 and 2.
You know, I call Spencer Mr. Clutch. Let's see if he could come up right here.
Screwball miss low.
Listen, we got close to 100 people that have signed this petition. I love that. We should have started that thing game 1 of season 4.
Down into the turf. Full count.
A walk right here would put a runner in scoring position. It would walk out Ethan Ibarra. Then you're going to see Kyle Etter or maybe Jason Walker.
And he did. Did he go?
I don't know.
And Taylor Briner, a home plate umpire, rings him up.
I don't think he did. He didn't. He holds off, and Ibarra is done. We have runners on first and second with AK-47 up. And who's it going to be? They're going to go to Kyle Etter right now. No outs, bottom of the 4th. This is the game right here, I think, GK. This is when the ones need to score. It was close by Spencer, but I think he held up.
Looks like the ball hit him in the elbow. So I think what the original call might have been that they thought it hit his hands.
Gotcha.
And called it a foul ball. But, in fact, the first base umpire saying he did not go and that the ball hit him in the elbow.
I can't win the championship. I don't care what happens.
Runners on first and second. Ethan Ibarra has walked out of this game. And, indeed, we do see Kyle Etter coming on in relief, 4th pitcher in this game. If you're just joining us and wondering if this is how every wiffle ball game goes, no, it isn't. The wind can really, really play havoc on these pitchers, and that's obviously been the case here tonight, Trench.
I mean, if you told me before the game we'd see Kyle Etter, their 4th pitcher, coming into the game in the 4th inning against a depleted 1 squad, I would never have bought it, but that's exactly where we are, and you gotta watch Kyle Etter right here. We've talked before, a lot of intensity. These guys haven't pitched in playoff scenarios like this. They're trying to close out, win their first championship. A lot of pressure on Kyle Etter right now.
And we'll see how he performs. Kyle Etter really had been vocal in his dugout, in his clubhouse, about wanting to get more time on the mound.
Well, here you go, kid.
Here you go. 2 runners on, nobody out. Championship on the line.
What I have noticed, the last at-bat AK had, I could tell he's focused. He barely is missing. I wouldn't be surprised if a hard hit comes out of AK right here. Something of the home run nature.
Here's the first pitch from Etter. And it's a curveball outside for ball 1.
Yeah, he's going to have to do more than a curveball. I think AK will eat that up.
Going to go with a 12-6, a lot of good up-down bite, late movement on that pitch.
That's what I'm talking about, Etter. Beautiful pitch coming in on AK right there. Moves the count to 1-2.
Going to go back to the well, throw the same pitch, located a little more outside. AK spoils it. It stays 1-2.
We're going to see what AK's made of right here, down in the count, 1-2.
Inside, AK gets the bat out of the way just in time.
Yeah, you never know. It might come back, clip that bat, or just be a foul tip. Now 2-2. This is a big pitch right here, GK.
I think RoboCam is dead, Trench.
No.
RoboCam's having issues. I don't know if we can rely on RoboCam. Full count.
3-2, GK. Three-two. Pitch coming. Etter in the windup.
Swing and a miss. At a pitch inside, AK will strike out.
Oh, man. Takes a swing at ball four. Would have loaded the bases with Etter with a walk. And no outs. And now the momentum kind of shifting back to Etter right here as he's got Applezoller down 0-2.
He's going to foul this one directly down. Eder will go over to 3. Gio Battistoni will throw it to 2. They turn the easy double play to end the inning.
Oh, man, that was the inning for the Ones. That might be a dagger for the Ones as the Vaderz come up top 5. They had everything going for them right there. They needed just a couple more innings out of Schmitty to try to give their Ones a chance to go score some runs and win this and force a Game 5.
I want to remind all of our viewers that the championship will be crowned tonight, regardless of the outcome of this game. Even if the Ones win it, we'll go to a Game 5. We are going to award the cup tonight. But that is not the end of our broadcast season, Trench. On Monday, we will start our play-down series. It'll be between the Bombers and the Night Owls, Monday night, 6 p.m. here at Hideaway Field. The loser of that game will come back on Tuesday night and play the Warbirds. The loser of that game will be relegated out of PLW.
So they're just not going to be in Premier League Wiffle anymore.
They will not be out, but they will still get the right to retain their team and challenge any challengers in the Challenger tournament before Season 5 begins, and they could easily win their way back into the league. But yes, they will be officially relegated along with the Lightning, who are automatically relegated after finishing 10th this season.
That's Chad's team?
That is correct.
That finished 10th?
Correct. That one's right side. Ethan Ibarra with a solo shot to put the Vaderz ahead. And the Ones are looking down in the mouth.
You kind of knew that was going to come around. You can't hold the Vaderz down for long. It was the Ones inning, last inning. They cannot afford to give up any more runs. It's got to end 3-2 right here in this inning. But Kyle Eder up to bat, and they kind of feast off each other.
Swing and a miss at the first pitch down into the turf. Eder will fall behind 0-2. Pitch high and inside for ball 1.
Yeah, Evans, can the Vaderz keep pitching, though? That's what it's going to come down to.
Shot right past the outstretched hands of Adam Kautzen into the back wall. A double for Kyle Eder. They've got a runner in scoring position with nobody out.
Yeah, there's not much the Ones can do. You got to stick with Schmitty right here, pitching a good game, but now no outs, runner on second in scoring position as Tanner Roundy, Mr. Savage himself, up to bat.
And he's going to go right side, right past Tyler Applezoller. Tyler's going to say that he touched it. And if so, that will not score Kyle Eder from second base. He'll hold it third. So it's runners on the corners. Nobody out. There it is. Everyone agrees. Applezoller got a finger on it. First pitch. Outside, 1-1 to Battistoni.
Eder loves being on third in a tag-up situation. He wants to go so bad.
He's in full sprinter out of the blocks formation. As Gio Battistoni's just going to put it over the fence. No need to tag up and go. You can just trot home. A 3-run shot is going to blow this one open. 6-2 Vaderz.
Yeah, you kind of knew that this was going to happen. GK, the Vaderz coming alive. 6-2 now. And you're going to see Austin Bird Bull with Kirby Bucket bringing some balls to him as he takes a spill. Gio, wow.
Kirby just
tumbling.
Kirby's not... I think he's thinking he doesn't need to save his battery for much more. So he's going to go ahead and expend it right now, as Austin Bird Bull is going to come into the game in relief of Cody Schmidt.
Listen, these Ones to show up and try to be scrappy with these Vaderz, kudos to them. I think their inning, of course, was last inning. Runners on first and second, no out. They got to get some stuff going. Nothing happened, and as you know, wiffle ball gods kind of start twirling around.
Two huge opportunities for the Ones in this game. They had the bases loaded and nobody out early. They had a couple on. and only one out just an inning ago, unable to capitalize on those opportunities. And the Vaderz are just too good of a team. You're not going to hold them at bay for very long. And that 3-run shot by Gio Battistoni has really put the ones back up against the wall. We should start shining up the cup.
Yeah, do we have the gloves like hockey?
The keeper of the cup. I think I probably got, like one of the little towels they use to clean off the whiteboard.
Yes.
Maybe we can use one of those. But it's not over yet. We will play this game to its completion. We still got the home run graphic up on the board.
I'm not going to say this game's over because of the pitching situation that the Vaderz have. Ibarra has one walk. He goes down. Eder has one walk. If he goes down there and have to go to Jason Walker, and if something crazy happens there, I guess they could go to Santi Juan.
Yeah, this is wiffle ball. It's really never over until it's over. We've seen teams come back from 9-run deficits this season. Anything can happen.
And this is the guy that kind of started it, scored those 2 runs to tie it up.
Austin Bird Bull on. Bull's actually got very good movement on the ball. Signature pitch is a hard-cutting slider. His problem usually is keeping it under 55 miles per hour.
Yeah.
His delivery looks effortless, almost like he's barely taking any wind-up at all, and still has trouble keeping it under 55. As Santi Juan will pop this up, Barrick loudly saying it's mine and doing a little volleyball set before he pulls it in.
Yeah, smart move. Set it to yourself. Get the out. 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. That's Billy Santi Juan up to bat.
Looks like Bull got his finger caught in that one. Not sure what pitch he was trying to throw, but it's way outside for ball 1. He goes with that hard-cutting slider, but he misses inside and high. He's going to go with a screwball and a miss low. Three-one here. And Santi Juan will duck underneath ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk. And it'll bring up Ethan Ibarra.
Let me ask you, GK, are we going to have a series MVP?
We can certainly consult with our producers. We can consult with our chat as well.
Yeah, get it like a series MVP that you thought, meant the most to the team, the winning team.
And right now, I'd be looking at this man right here. Or Kyle Eder.
Or is it Gio? Remember, he's hit 4 home runs already,
yeah,
right?
if you're talking about the entire series, yes, of course. I was just thinking about this game only. Yeah, Gio, 4 home runs so far. That is shot very hard through the 5-6 hole, but it stayed in the air and landed right in the hands of Spencer Barrick. He didn't even have to move.
Scott Tez
Dobbins in left field. Barrick in center. It's been a long season, Trench. As AK moves into position, but the ball dances off the turf and off his hands into left field. The runner's on first and second now.
Yeah, got jammed up right there. Went from his left to his right. Man, the wind's starting to whip up even more as you could hear it. Tanner Roundy hit himself an opposite field home run the last time he was up to bat.
Tanner Roundy will swing and miss. Fall behind 1-2.
Oh,
Screwball in there, 54 miles per hour. Nasty pitch from Austin Bird Bull to get Tanner Roundy looking, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. But not before. The Vaderz did a whole lot of damage and extended their lead to 6-2.
Not insurmountable, GK.
Not at all. This team is going to huddle up. AK is trying to rally his troops right now. He's telling his guys it is not over. Let's go out there. Let's get some of these runs back. We don't have to do it right here in this inning, but let's do some damage.
Listen, we've played a lot of wiffle ball in our careers so far. We know that what AK is saying. It's got to be strikes. Do not swing out of the strike zone. We got to walk these guys out. Try to get runners on base. Keep that train moving. And it's good to see AK really taking a leadership role in this game for the ones.
Yep, AK really having to step up into that role. He's done it before. He's been without his superstars. Both Cody Schmidt and Ryan Chen were absent for all of season number 3. AK really had to step into that role, so it's a role that he takes on well.
They were in that relegation tournament and whatnot, and man, that was very intense last season.
Yep, one's nearly relegated out of the league, along with the Night Owls. Both won their way back into PLW. Scottez Dobbins will lead off here in the bottom of the 5th. He's going to look at the first pitch, 55 on the money from Kyle Etter. He seems very pleased with himself after that pitch. He's going to gas up, go inside 59, ball 1. Way outside to even the count. And the wind has died down for a moment.
That's a big pitch coming out of Etter right here. He's going to want to stay in the game.
12-6. Dobbins gets a piece and fouls it back into the strike zone. Full count.
Don't like that pitch selection out of Etter at all. Now he's got to throw the cookie because he's not going to want to walk out of this game.
And the wind picks right back up. And Dobbins going to smash this one down the third baseline, but foul.
Yeah, good defensive swing as that ball was moving in on him. As Etter's going to have to drum up another pitch for Scottez right here.
450 viewers watching live on Twitch.
And he's, oh no. That touched the outside tink.
Goodness. It sounded so quiet. It hit, it was like razor thin margins. If there was a piece of plastic along the seam of that wiffle ball, that's what hit the bar. It was so close, but we do have an umpire positioned perfectly directly behind the backstop. He heard it tink. Kyle Etter heard it tink.
I thought it turfed, but he actually hit it. Man. Micro millimeters.
My goodness. Just scraped it. Pitch way inside. Each time Etter has dropped down and tried to go with that sidearm. Sort of an underhand delivery he's missed badly. Oh, and Bird is going to get fooled by the riser. He'll strike out for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, I got to do a better job right there, recognizing that's coming up. As Etter is pumped up as he's going to face Cody Schmidt.
Cody Schmidt really came up clutch for the ones last night in game number 1. Inside will hit Schmidt in the back.
2-1 the count.
Cody Schmidt, 4 home runs on the night last night.
Sheesh.
Nearly 5. Hit one that hit on the coping and then right above the 102 marker.
Now 3-1, I believe. One more walk and Etter will be done.
I think we'll see Walker at that point. 54 miles per hour. Full count.
It's just good to see Etter wearing a full shirt.
Yeah. I think that's why they had to change uniforms. He tore his right down the back. Swing and a miss. Schmidt will strike out to end the inning. And the Vaderz will come up to bat.
Oh, man, what a great little inning performance by Kyle Eder right there.
We'll move to the top of the sixth. The Vaderz lead 6-2. The Ones will have their chance no matter what, as they are the home team here in game number 4. The Vaderz looking to pile on a few more insurance runs here before the night is over. Gone through a lot of pitchers so far in this game. The Vaderz on their 4th pitcher. Austin Bird Bull came in relief of Cody Schmidt. And he'll try to shut down the Vaderz here and give his team a chance in the bottom of the 6th. 442 viewers watching live on Twitch. If you're watching on TikTok, come on over here and make that viewer count a little bit higher. If you like to watch for 5 or 6 seconds, then TikTok's the way to do it. If you want to watch the whole game and get a little bit of insight into what's going on with these players, how we got to this point in the playoffs, join us on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle. And if we want to look at the path to the championship game, there it is. The Snappers and the Sand Vipers faced off in a wild card game. The Snappers advanced. They fell to the Ones in 2 straight games. The Legends of the Vaderz also had a sweep with the Vaderz advancing. And here we are, the finals best of 5. This is game number 4. Oh, it looks like the graphic didn't change. I know I changed that graphic, but it is, in fact, game number 4. If this score holds, the Vaderz will lift the cup.
They'll drink from the cup tonight, GK. Here's Gio. Bird in the windup. 2-1 count here. Goes center, but at 58, he can't believe it.
Battistoni can't believe it either. He thought he for sure got frozen. He was nodding his head.
Bird just throws hard. He doesn't think he does, but it comes out of that slot really fast.
It's because he's trying so much to not throw it hot. That is 50 miles per hour. 3-2. That's going to be shot into center field. Spencer Barrick unable to get it, and it just hits the back wall.
Yeah, hit him right dead in the hands. A lot of movement on that one for sure, but you got to catch it. As we've seen Brown Goat coming in as a first-time chat. Welcome to the show.
Did it go right off his hands into the wall, or did it hit the turf and then hit the wall? Because
you know what?
It looked like Dobbins probably had time to dive and keep that from hitting the back wall, but it looked like he couldn't be bothered. So Gio goes to second. Kenny Santi won. Flied out his last at-bat. He's got a runner in scoring position here with nobody out. Foul down.
A lot of people saying Gio. They like him getting a little MVP, series MVP if it ended this game. Ain't hating
2-2 here to Kenny Santi won. 2-2. Now the count is full. Three, 2. Full count.
We've got to 100 signatures on that petition. GK, that's how PLW Nation responds.
Outstanding. Darren Dukart, 1977, getting that petition going. Seeing if we can get some eyes in Connecticut looking at PLW. That is definitively ball 4. Kenny Santi will take a trip over to first. Still nobody out here in the top of the 6th. And Bird is going to vacate the mound. And we're going to see Adam Couts take over pitching.
Yeah, this is their last line of defense right here.
Really had a lot of hope for the Ones at the start of this game. It looked like they were possibly going to be able to equalize this series, draw it level at 2-2, and force a definitive game at number 5. But here late in the game, the Vaderz have certainly come back 6-2 now. One's on their third pitcher. They've got 2 runners on and nobody out and looking to tack on some more.
Yeah, it could be a really rough inning right here as they got to AK last time they faced him. But let's see if he could, tighten up his game a little bit. Needs to get out of this inning to give his ones a chance to do whatever they can to try to win this game.
This summer, some of the PLW All-Stars are going to form their own team, and they're going to use this offseason as a chance to go out and spread a little bit of what PLW is all about, and they're going to do it in the NWLA National Tournament, July 15th through 17th in Indianapolis. They're going to compete in a fast-pitch wiffle ball tournament out there.
Look at those names, GK.
Those guys are good.
I said it before. You put any of those, that graphic that you just showed, I feel like they're going to go out there and win that tournament.
I hope so. They'll certainly get us a little more recognition in the wiffle ball world. Not that we think we need it. We want some recognition from the mainstream public. We know how many people have been exposed to wiffle ball recently and fallen in love with it.
Yeah.
The slogan is, everybody loves wiffle ball. They just don't know it yet. Popped up, right side Applezoller. We'll gather it in easily for the first out. That'll bring up Ethan Ibarra. As we're going to clean up some of the balls behind the backstop. It's been a long inning.
Yeah, I wonder how Ethan Ibarra fares in those fast pitch wiffle tournament.
Saw him out here practicing a little fast pitch after a few of the playoff games this week.
Somebody told me that Bo Evans, who plays for, is it the Lightning now?
Yes. He was on the Lightning, then he was traded away. Now he's back on the Lightning.
Is a really good. He could hit a lot of fast pitches.
Yeah, he's a good fast pitch hitter. Very quick hands, able to shorten up his swing. And you really have to in fast pitch. You have a long swing, that ball's past you before you can even start your turn. Tink outside pipe. Adam Couts has got a razor-thin strike of his own up his sleeve.
Man.
2-2 to Ibarra. That's going to get shot through the 5-6 hole. Scott Dobbins will lean over and stop it from hitting the back wall, but it won't stop Gio Battistoni from scoring, and it's 7-2.
That might have done it for the Vaderz, capturing that championship, which would make it 4 different champions in 4 seasons.
It just shows how much talent we have in the league and how much parity we have in the league as well. And that is gone! A 3-run shot by Kyle Letter is going to put this one to bed, 10-2.
Man, he really put a lot of energy in that one. And look, he's doing a little Irish jig or something like that, GK.
With a huge smile across his face, Kyle Letter ecstatic as he puts a 3-run shot up into the Tier 2 wins and into the Jungle Gym. His team is ahead by 8. And Tanner Roundy's going to hit one high and back and gone. Back-to-back home runs, 11-2 Vaderz. They're really wanting to put a stamp on this, what is going to be a definitive Season 4 victory.
You know, if I was the ones right here, I'd pull AK. I'd get like Spencer in the game pitching or something. Get some of these guys some action.
Not too much action going to be left as this looks like a foregone conclusion at this point. Gio Battistoni is going to come up. His team leading by 9 now. AK is going to gas up and show that he's getting ready for the NWLA tournament.
Yeah.
Fouled one back into the booth.
I didn't want to go after that one, GK, because my luck, I would have went right into the TikTok phone, knocked over our
phone, yeah. I just bought that case.
Wouldn't want to do that to you, as it's going to bring the count to 1 and 2 Vaderz all over the ones right now. The story is, though, the ones had their chances. We talked before. They had the bases loaded. I believe no outs. They had or 1 out. Or
the bases loaded and no outs.
Then the next inning, first and second.
2-1 and 1 out.
Yeah. They had their chances, and the sway of the game could have went their way, but just couldn't come up.
AK doesn't like the ball. He's going to get a fresh one.
And what you're probably going to see next inning, GK, is Cuba Dave might go out there and play some defense.
Pitch outside is going to walk Battistoni. That'll bring up Kenny Santiwan. .53 into the pan. 0-2.
Oh, we never got that clip of you dodging that wiffle ball last night.
We can get it anytime we want.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll definitely get that. AK likes to sometimes gas up and show just how hard he is capable of throwing. That one was 88. Kind of a lollipop. He's going to go from 88 to 32. Kenny Santiwan will swing and miss for the second out of the inning. The ones can somehow climb out of this game, it would be a miracle. And as such, Vaderz are going to get some extra at-bats in here. Owner Sesai Alarcon is going to come up to bat. AK is going to throw him a cookie. He's going to pop it up for the third and final out. And the ones will have one last chance here in the bottom of six to try to salvage their season. And Chad Phillips is handing AK money. Has he paid off the ones? What is going on here?
Unbelievable. There was a transaction right there.
We are going to launch an investigation into this immediately. You'd think he would be a little more discreet about it.
Here's how I know that there isn't a payoff, because Chad has no money.
So maybe he borrowed some money from AK and he's just giving it back? There you go. Kyle Etter came on in this game in relief, the fourth pitcher for the Vaderz. He's looking to finish it up for him. The Vaderz 3 outs away from taking their championship. Their first will be 4 different champions in PLW since our inception. We don't count season 0. That was an experimental season out here in the freezing cold. Just trying to form the league. How many teams were there? Were there 4? I think the original 4 were the Warbirds, the Snappers, the Sand Vipers, and who am I missing?
Bombers?
The Bombers. Original 4 PLW teams came out here in the midst of a global pandemic. Face masks on. Trying to figure this thing out. Here we are. Many iterations later. Spencer Barrick is going to get right behind that one and hit it right to Tanner Roundy for the first out. 2 outs away for the Vaderz. Kyle Letter's going to show that he can gas up too. 89 on that one.
How dislocated would your arm be from the rest of your body if you throw a pitch from
my
it like
elbow,
that?
I wouldn't be able to move it for a month. He's going to pull the string 50 miles per hour, get AK to swing out in front of it. Quite the disparity. .86, center pan, a ball.
What I always find amazing is these fast pitch guys. They always hit the pan, like every single time when they throw these 85, 90 mile an hour pitches.
Is it easier to hit the pan when you throw that hard? I have no idea. AK is going to go up after that one just in case. Having a little bit of fun here in what looks to be a foregone conclusion. AK is going to reach out and dribble this one back to Billy Santiwan. He'll retire him for the second out. And here it is, Vaderz.
And there it is.
One more out.
Look at Cuba Dave coming in. He's going to the outfield.
There he goes. Cuba Dave is going to go out towards Little Batty Bakery. He's getting his playing time here in the championship series.
What a feeling for Cuba Dave as a young boy. He always wanted to be in a championship series, wiffle ball series, and here he is 63 years later.
One strike away for the Vaderz. And there it is. No, he fouled it off his hands. Thought it hit him in the stomach. Got him in the hands. A dribbler. Ethan Ibarra is going to charge after it. He's going to toss it into the backstop, and the Vaderz are the PLW champions of season number 4. Trench.
I'm going to go down there and give them that trophy.
Why don't you grab the trophy? Award it to the Vaderz. I cannot. We'll unmute the wireless microphone downstairs. Trench is going to take it down to the field. And we're going to go ahead and turn up the speaker on the field. Congratulations to the Vaderz. They take season number 4. Hang on one second. Here we go, Trench.
I'm going to let these guys finish up their congratulations. I want to talk to Sasai first after he puts that down.
There they are, the Vaderz.
Sasai, get over here. Listen, you guys have fought all year long. I know you came from that taco league. I've known you for a long time now. You're a fighter. This championship is your guys'. Tell me about some of the feelings that you're feeling right now after a championship.
You know, you're stoked, obviously. You come out here to win, and that's what we did. So we had the goal since day one to come out here, and we did it. So proved everybody wrong.
Yeah, I don't know if you proved everybody wrong. Kind of early in this season, we saw what you guys were doing. Is this the start of what could be a little bit of a dynasty for the Vaderz?
Yeah, we're locked and loaded for 5 seasons, so welcome all those 5. Absolutely.
And you can hear it from Sasai. Everybody give Sasai a round of applause. It's his Vaderz team right there. And look at Ethan Ibarra going off. Billy Santiwan. Billy, get on over here. Cy Young Award winner Billy Santiwan. Listen, you guys lost game number 1 when you played the ones in this playoff series. Tell me how you rebounded.
Man, we've been fighting all year long. We're fighters. We weren't worried. We're here. We're gamers. We're ballers. We've all been here before.
I love it. They're so excited. Billy, you won the Cy Young. Did you bring that momentum right into this series?
Oh, of course. But they got the best of me. They hit me well. And I turned to my teammates. My teammates are here for me. We're a squad. We do this together, win or lose.
And you could hear that all throughout the year. Every time we had a person come up to the booth like Billy, he's very humble, and he always makes sure that the rest of his team is acknowledged. I want to congratulate you, Billy.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Kyle Etter, get on over here as they are popping bottles right here. Kyle, get over here, man. You launched a nuke into the outfield. How's it feel winning your first championship here at Premier League Wiffle?
Oh, man, it's great, man. It's an honor to be here. Shout out PLW. Hopefully it doesn't end.
You guys lost game number 1. I was talking to Sasai and Billy about you guys rebounded, peeled off 3 in a row. What was the rebound like after that game 1 loss?
I think it was the momentum shifter right there, and that's all we needed was just one win. We knew they were short-handed, man. It sucks for them, but we had to capitalize. We had to put our foot on the necks and end the deal.
There he is, Kyle Etter, everybody. Gio, get on over here, man. Oh, man. Gio Battistoni. Listen, you came alive late this season, dropping bombs. To me, you're the MVP of this series. Go through the series for me after.
Step a little closer, guys.
Okay. Go through this series for me as you were coming alive throughout the whole series.
Yeah, going down game one, we knew that we kind of had our backs against the wall game two, and we knew that it was basically must win. I mean, and then coming into today, we knew that, no lead is really safe in this wind. I mean, I was actually surprised that there was so little runs scored, through innings of this of the first game. So we were a little worried there.
Yeah, you kind of blew the game open with a 3-run shot there. Go through that with me.
Yeah, Schmitty, the whole time, I kind of got to him a little bit at the end of the day yesterday, and with that 12-6 curveball, man, I was just sitting on that the whole time right there.
That's Gio Battistoni, everyone. I want to bring up Kenny Santiwan real quick. He kind of...
Trench, just leave the bottom of the mic exposed, and you won't get that crackling.
Kenny, you guys were down 2-0 early in this game. You kind of were the dark horse in this lineup, but you exploded. I believe you hit a triple or whatnot to even it up or be down by 1. What'd that feel like?
Man, it felt good. Honestly, I was just trying to produce for the team. Just trying to do a job like I was supposed to do in that 6-hole. So it was awesome.
Everybody, Kenny Santiwan. One more person I want to bring up, Ethan Ibarra. Get on over here.
Let the bottom of the mic hang out. There you go.
Oh, gotcha. Ethan Ibarra, to me, you're the most balanced player in PLW. You get your first championship run. You guys win the championship. What's it feeling like for you?
Oh, man, it was a grind, but it's good. I want to say thank you to the ones. I know you guys weren't fully staffed. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. My team, good job. Brought it home. Let's run it back, baby.
I love it. You're hearing it from Ethan Ibarra, everyone. Let's get Tanner Roundy over here. We're going to finish out this Vaderz squad. A couple more people. Tanner, congratulations on a championship. Love the way you pitch. You kind of were having trouble early in this game. Go through the motions of this final game in the series.
The wind was a little bit of a problem, and I kind of figured once I was throwing, I was like, Ethan and Kyle are going to be our guy. They haven't been on the mound all year, but I knew at the end of the day that, we'd get it done with any pitcher we needed to. So, we got guys behind us, and that's all that mattered.
That opposite field home run, had that feel in the championship games.
It felt good. Kyle kind of went, so I said I have to go back-to-back with him. So that's it. You got to do it. So
love it. That's Tanner Roundy, everyone. I want to bring up Jason Walker. He's part of this Vaderz squad. He wasn't featured in this series all that much. Jason Walker, is this your first championship?
Well, I got the season 0 with you guys, if that counts as half one. But
yeah, we're not counting that season 0. But Walker, you have the most devastating slurve in PLW. What's it feel like playing with these Vaderz squad?
oh, it's awesome. It was good to come to team, pick up a solid defense behind me, which really helps a lot. Don't have to really put it over the plate all the time, and makes my pitching that more efficient, They got some good pitchers themselves, and the Cy Young winner, Billy, so don't really have to play a key role, but it's good to be a part of it.
There's Jason Walker, everyone, and what we've been waiting for. Cuba Dave got a defensive play out here. Get over here, Cuba Dave. Listen, you were picked up late in the season. I know the guys love you. You get super excited. You're a baller. What's it feel like playing with these guys?
Oh, man, it's incredible feeling. It felt good. The ones are dynamite team, missing their stars, but it felt good. It's fun to win.
I love it. You can see the smile from Cuba Dave right there. Everybody give it up to the Vaderz. And everybody also give it up to the ones finishing up their season. Look at Bird. All right, guys, we're going to go back to the booth with you, GK.
I want to thank everybody who's joined us here tonight at PLW. I want to thank the Vaderz and congratulate them on an outstanding season hoisting the PLW Season 4 trophy. Thank you to the ones for having a great season as well, coming out, finishing in second place. We're looking forward to seeing all of these teams compete again in season number 5. I want to remind everyone at home that we are not done with PLW yet this season. We will have the playdowns on Monday and Tuesday live right back here on Twitch. We'll start with the Bombers on Monday night at 6 p.m. The loser of that game will play the Warbirds on Tuesday night, the loser of which will be relegated out of PLW. And Trench, just want to reflect back on what a season it's been. A lot of growth here in PLW as we look at the Vaderz down there taking their winner's photo with the cup.
Look at Dobbins trying to get in on the action right now.
You're going to get him in on the end. I'm sure he'll move away for the official photo, not forcing anyone to Photoshop it. we're going to leave it there, everybody. Congratulations to the Vaderz, and thank you to PLW Nation. I want to thank the stream team. An outstanding season from start to finish. So many volunteers have come out here day in, day out, Monday through Friday for 19 straight weeks. Trench, we're going to have 2 more streams on Monday and Tuesday, that Playdown series, and we'll look forward to seeing everybody there. Do you have any final words on this season?
Listen, as intense as the season has been all year long, Monday and Tuesday, you're going to see some really, really great games as these teams are trying to stay in Premier League Wiffle, and there's no greater honor than to be a team right here in Premier League Wiffle. Don't forget to tune in Monday night, same time, to watch all that action. And GK, I got to tell you, man, it's been just an honor to commentate with you, to be a part of this stream team, to be a part of PLW. Everybody from Tannic down to whoever's, to Kirby Bucket running balls out there. It's a huge community. We make this happen. We do it for the fans, of course. They love tuning in to us, and I love being up here and trying to provide a good show for them.
The feeling is mutual, my friend. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure interacting with each and every one of you and making some new friends in the chat as well.
Of course.
And some have even come in person to Hideaway Field. This will be the last season at Hideaway Field, but we're going to find some new digs, and we're going to make sure that it is every bit as good, if not better, than this place where PLW was born. But Trench, with that, I think we're going to sign it off for the evening. I want to thank each and every member of the stream team and the PLW Nation watching at home. We'll see you back here on Monday. Good night.